Hi, and welcome to a new episode of a Crafterstale podcast. My name is Nina, and I'm coming to you from southern Sweden. In this episode, I wanted to show you a lot of new knitting projects and even a bit of spinning and carving. So let's get started. Today, I don't have any finished objects. I have knitted a lot, but I've started a big new project and I have knitted on that one quite a lot, and I think I can start with that. I told you about that that I had plans to knit that in the last episode, and I showed you the yarn, these three colors. So this is Knitting for Olive Silk Mohair, this is Nutiden, and this one is Manchelopi from Wooldreamers. So, and I had some, one plate, 100-gram plate of the Manchelopi, and I think not even 100 grams of the Nutiden, and I really thought it would be enough for the sweater, but it was not, of course. So I had to ask on Instagram if someone had more, and luckily someone had more and could send it to me, so I was really grateful. So, and this is the sweater I'm knitting on right now. It's almost done already. I made it a little bit cropped. You can see that, like here to my waistline, and I'm holding all these three strands together, and I think it's the colors are really beautiful. It's really cozy, and this is like my own recipe. Just a raglan. It does not look like a normal raglan sweater, but actually I just made, instead of increasing normally like you do on a raglan, I made yarn overs in this pattern, and I think it looks really pretty. And I have finished the first sleeve yesterday, and now I'm working on the second sleeve. I think it will be really quick, and then I can wear it. I can wait. It feels really cozy. I'm knitting it on 5mm needles, so it's really quick knit as well. And I made a 1x1 ribbing here and up here. Yes, so I'm really happy with this. Yeah, and I really neglected my iris sweater that I was knitting on. I have not touched it at all since I started this sweater, but it's okay. I needed a break from it and just did something simple, and that was perfect because I visited a friend last weekend. It was like the first weekend away for myself in, I think, not since I was born, like over 2 years. So that was so wonderful, and a lot of knitting time, and so I did a lot of work on that when I was visiting my friend. So that was the first work in progress that I have. I don't know what to call it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have some ideas. I really like this light blue, dusty blue color. So, and then I have one more work in progress that I started because I really got into spinning more the last couple of weeks. I have spun for many years, but I have not spun much at all the last couple of years. My spinning wheel was just standing in the corner and I did not touch it very often. But then I detected some, what do you call them? Like cloth moths in my wool, and I got a little bit panicked and I put everything in the freezer, and then I decided to like spin it up because it has been lying, some of the wool has been lying there, so long. So I spun and spun and spun so much. For example, this pretty green. This is fiber from Honerocheir, Nutiden fiber, and it's, if you don't know them, it's the same company that made the yarn, the Nutiden yarn that I was using in my sweater, and they produce unspun yarn, but also fiber, a really beautiful fiber. And I have bought some spinning fiber from them a couple of years back, the green one, and also this pretty purple one, and those I spun up really quickly because I wanted it to save it. So I spun this skein, I think it's about a little more than 50 grams, 60 grams maybe, and the green also. And these two are 2-ply yarns. And then they had a new shop update with new fibers, and I couldn't resist, and I bought some more fiber, and I showed you the fiber in the last episode, I think, and now I have spun this beautiful skein with it. And yeah, it's so pretty, the colors. I really love it. And this was a 3-ply, a chain ply yarn. Has been a long time that I tried to do that, but I think it turned out really nice. And I don't know yet what I will do with this yarn, but it's really soft, really precious. I have some more because you buy the fibers in 200-gram batches, and I used half of it about. So that's about 100 grams, I think. Yes, and yeah, we maybe want to know what I knitted with this yarn. It's actually not only this yarn, I also spun this yarn for this project, and also this little red, and then some white as well. I can't find that, but these 3 colors are like the main colors, and it's the Country Cottage Socks by Stone Knit, so Charlotte Stone, and she makes the most beautiful sock patterns, so cute, and I couldn't resist. I just had to knit it, and I decided to just only knit it in hand spun yarn. And I knew that I wanted to use this green one, and then I had the problem that I didn't have any nice blue that went well with this green. And yeah, so I didn't know really what to do. I decided I didn't want to buy fiber just for this little part. It is not so much. And then I found like a little slip over that my mom has knitted for me a couple of years ago, and in Nutiden yarn. And I didn't not use it so much, and it also had some holes in it because she knitted it in 1 strand of Nutiden. It's quite fragile, and so I decided I did feel a little bit bad, but I decided I'm not wearing it. I want to recycle it, so I ripped out the whole garment. It was not so big, but it took a while, and it's really hard to rip out Nutiden yarn because it's unspun yarn, so it's almost impossible to rip it out intact. So I didn't care about it. I just ripped it out and was in strands, and then I carded it, and yeah, with my wool carders, and then I spun it again in this beautiful yarn. And I can blend in a little video on how I was carding the fibers and spinning it to a new yarn, and I'm really happy how it turned out. it's a little bit uneven, a little bit more uneven than when I knit when I spin with like regular fiber, but I'm really happy, and the colors go just so well together. And then I little clouds I made with some white yarn that I have spun last year maybe, and then I needed some red as well, and then I had also some unspun yarn in my stash that was not Nutiden. I don't remember what brand, but I had a little bit left, so I could spin. I had a tiny little ball of this red yarn for the roof and for the doors, and I think it looks really, really cute. Do you think? It's really subtle, not so, the colors blend together so nicely, and yes, and right now I'm knitting on the foot, and I'm so happy how they look right now. Speaking about socks, I just remembered that I have a finished object, and that are the socks that I was not quite finished with last time, also in hand spun yarn, and I'm just actually wearing them. I'll try to show you. So these are my nice socks in hand spun. Here's the other one. Oops, oh, some yarn. Yeah, and I'm wearing them a lot inside the house, and I'm mindful about how I wear them, because I don't want to wear them out, so I'm always using my beautiful Birkenstock slippers when I go around the house, so that I don't wear them down. I had to mend 2 tiny holes already, but I think I will just I think I will try to make it a routine that I look at my socks at every weekend when I have time and check them for holes or like thin spots, that I can mend them directly before the hole gets too big or before there even is a hole. And maybe that will, so because there are absolutely getting holes quicker than like superwash socks or socks with nylon in, but they're just so much nicer on my feet, so much warmer, and I can't imagine. It's such a different feeling to wear a pure wool sock than socks knitted with superwash yarn or with nylon in, I think. So I will make that sacrifice, and if I do it quick enough and before the hole gets like so big, and then I can wear them for a year or so before I maybe that I have done in the past, that I just cut off the foot, and then I reknit it, and then this way you don't have to make the whole sock again, and when they have really big holes. And that is that works much better if you knit top down socks, because then you can only just pick up your stitches again and knit the foot again, and it's much easier than when you knit from the toe up, because then it's so much harder to pick up stitches. It works, but you can always see it. So that's one quirk you can do when you only knitting in with wool socks. Yes, so that was my sock project I have right now. Really excited to get them done. I have done some more spinning, but I will show that in a moment. I just wanted to show you one more work in progress, a knitting work in progress. And I've showed you my newest pattern, I think in the last episode, the wool mitts. Maybe I don't have shown you, but this pattern will come out early April, and it's like I've released the wool shawl a couple of years ago now. I think it's like 4 years ago, or even 5 years. Has been a while. And these are the wool mitts. Wool means spring. These little cute buds, and These I have knitted in some hand-dyed yarn from Wooldreamers, I think. She's a really, yeah, talented German yarn dyer, and she only uses natural dye to dye her yarn. And yeah, they fit really snug. They're a little bit longer up the hand than my usual mitts patterns. And yeah, I think they look really elegant, beautiful. So I decided to knit another pair, and this is the first one. And I made them a little bit longer on the cuff than the first pair. They're not quite finished. Have to make the thumb as well, but also looks really beautiful. And this is a yarn that I got in a like fiber swap or yarn swap. So I don't know what yarn that is. I only know that it is really soft. It could be like blue-faced leather maybe, and I think maybe it's also natural dyed. It's definitely hand dyed because you can see the color change, like from this dark to lighter. But it's a really beautiful yarn, really thin. It's much thinner than, a little bit thinner than the yarn I used here, so you can see a little bit that it's different, but yeah, I really like it. So I have to just knit the thumb and then I'm finished. And I will announce like test knit really soon. I have just make some few changes on the pattern, and then I will look for some test knitters. And yeah, so stay tuned for that if you would like to test knit. And if you would like to test knit and you already want to look for yarn, this is a fingering weight yarn. It has 400 meters per 100 grams, and you don't need much at all. This does not even weigh like 30 grams. So really little yarn you need. So yes, the wool mitts. So that was all my knitting. I wanted to show you some more spinning because yeah, I was so yeah, my spinning inspiration was so high, so I decided to buy some more fiber, a little different fiber than usual, and it's this beautiful fiber, and it's from, I have in my tag here. This is the tag. It's from Elk Market yarn. She's also a Swedish dyer, and she has a little shop in the woods. She's actually not living very far from me. I would like to visit her sometimes and buy some yarn because she has a really beautiful little yarn shop and also an online shop, and she dyes beautiful yarn and fiber. And this is Coradale wool, and the colorway is called Matcha Gemstone. And yeah, so I did a fractured spinning. I never done that before, but I just separated the braid in half, and the one half I sectioned into like 4 different strands and spun it up, and the other half is this one, so I'm spinning that as it is, and then I will apply them together. This is the first bobbin is already finished with the like 4 sections that I spun, and this will make that the color change is much quicker than on this one. And when I apply them together, it will be really beautiful, I hope. I have never done it. I have read about it and I thought I want to try that. And the colors are so beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of like early spring when you have dry leaves on the ground, and then the first like flowers, crocuses, are coming up. So yes, I really yeah, I have not much left, only this little braid left, and then I can ply them together. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, and this is Sagen, like her own yarn brand, you could say. And yeah, you should check her out. I can put the link to her shop down below. I'm not sure if I think she ships everywhere, but you can check. And she makes dyes the most beautiful yarn as well. And she has several different bases, but the same like color in every base, I think. And yeah, so beautiful. And yeah, it's Elk Market yarn, and her name is Lotta. So yeah, check that out if you like that. And yeah, that was all about knitting and spinning and wool. But I also wanted to show you real quick the little Nutiden that I showed you last time, the little fox. It was not painted then. I did paint it now, and it looks like this now. I think he looks really, really cute. I carved him in oak wood, and I painted all my Nutidens with natural oil paint, natural linseed oil paint, and it takes a while to dry. It takes a couple of weeks sometimes, depending on the wood, but it's really long lasting and strong. And I really like the natural look of it. It's not too too strong, the colors, and they're really natural because it's natural pigments in the color. And this little guy is actually right now in my Etsy shop, and I decided to give you guys that watch this podcast a little discount. I will blend it in here so you can see the little discount code that you get 15% off if you want. And yeah, in my Etsy shop. So this guy is there. So first come, first served. It's only one, but you can grab it if you like. He's waiting there for the right person to buy him. And he's a really beautiful size to do some yarn winding, and yeah, that's it. And then I did some other carvings as well that I wanted to show you real quick. I made another spoon, a cherry wood spoon for myself, actually, because I told you last time that I didn't sell my spoons at the Christmas fair, so I kept them for myself, and one I gave to my dad. And my dad was visiting a few weeks ago, and then he accidentally took my other cherry wood spoon with him because they look really similar, his and mine. And then he called me like a week after, and I had already wondered, where's my spoon, where can I find it? And then he said that he had taken it with him, and my mom was sitting beside him, and I could like see in her eyes that she wanted it for herself. So he said, I can take it with me when I come next time. And I said, don't bother, mom can have it. And she was really, really happy. So now they both have a beautiful cherry wood spoon. So I needed to carve myself another one, and that is how it looks. Now is the problem that my husband really likes it as well. So maybe I have to give it to him and carve another one for myself. We will see. Because I have a lot of cherry wood left. Yeah, we will see. But I think it looks really pretty. I really like cherry wood because it has these different colors. Here's the white, bright one, and then the dark until pink, even pink colors. So pretty. And then I have one more little carving that is for my husband's birthday in a couple of weeks. and I've never carved him anything specifically for him, so I'm really excited to give him that. I hope he likes it, and if he's watching now, he can just look away. this little guy here, he really likes snakes, so I think that will be a really beautiful gift for him. Little necklace. I think it would look really cool. I really hope that he likes it. Yeah, and it has been, I've never carved anything like that before, and it's been really fun. A big inspiration was Leksha, I think her name is Leksha Wood Carving on Instagram. I'm following her for a long time. She makes really beautiful carvings, and yeah, she had made a similar snake, and I was really inspired and thought I wanted to try it as well, and I think it turned out really beautiful. I did not have like the, what do you say, the desire to carve small, like, what do you call them, on scales. It just would take so long time, and because the snake is really tiny, so I decided against it, but I think it's okay like it is. And the little head is really cute as well. So yes, so if you like wood carving, go check out her account. I can link to it down below. She makes the most beautiful like wood pendants. So yes, that was all of my carving as well. I can talk a little bit about my spring inspiration, what I wanted to knit for spring, but actually I don't have so much. When I now think about it, like, I have my iris sweater, I wanted to knit on that, and I want to finish the socks, and maybe I don't think I will have time to knit so much else. Maybe I want to knit something with this yarn while it's finished. I don't know what I could make with it. It's only 100 grams. Maybe a little cute spring shawl that I can wear. That would be maybe a good idea. Like just a simple shawl or scarf. Maybe the Sophie scarf. I have knitted several of them, but it's kind of boring as well. So if you have any ideas of like small scarves or scarves and shawls, then let me know in the comments. That would be enough. That 100 gram would be enough for. Maybe I can check them out, and maybe I will knit one of them instead. Yes, and the warm mitts, as I said, the pattern will be out soon, and if you want to test knit, then stay tuned for the test call. I will always call it out on Instagram, but if you don't have Instagram, I will also put it here on YouTube, just in case. So yes, thank you so much for watching, for listening. I will include some footage now at the end, me spinning and carving if you're interested, with some beautiful music. So yes, thank you, and I see you next time. Bye.